is what was filmed over there. And to your right, you'll see this hill with a cannon sticking out. That cannon is here from the movie Wind Talkers. This movie came out in 2002 starring Nicolas Cage, and it was based on the Battle of Saipan. So they had a lot going on for this movie. They had about 750 extras, 272 live explosives. So it was a little bit too dangerous to be having our buses drive through here. So they did think it would be best to shut down our tours. Now when a company shuts down the tours here, they have to pay for every head on every tour that could have gone through. Wind Talkers did that for several months. And then I found out the other day that that is the last time anyone has ever shut down our tours. So they learned their lesson on that one. Now, if you look over here to your right, you'll see 3 buildings here from the movie Triple Frontier on Netflix. Raise your hand if you've seen that movie. Oh, okay, a few of you. So it's about these retired military men who had sacrificed a lot for their country, but money-wise didn't have very much to show for it. So they decided to rob some Colombian drug lords. They crash a helicopter into a village. That's the village over there to your right. Then we have the film location for Mighty Joe Young, where they bring the giant gorilla from Africa to the U.S. Alright. Now, usually when companies film movies here, they're pretty hush-hush as to what is being filmed here. So usually they just give us a code name for the movie, and that's what all of us here at the ranch call it, but we don't actually know what is being filmed here. Other times when we drive through where they're filming, the film crew is really excited to tell us what they're filming, and so they'll tell us. So it just depends on who is here. And usually what will happen too is, for example, we had someone filming in this area the other day, and they can only hold up our tours for 3 minutes. So what will happen is I'll pull up, if they're filming something, they had a helicopter scene in this area, so they were like, okay, we're going to have to stop you, but they can only stop you for 3 minutes, and then we keep going through for the tour. Other times they're filming right on the road, so what will happen is we pull up, and they have to move their equipment over, and then we just drive through. Now this area we are driving through is our Kukui Nut Tree Grove. This is the state tree of Hawaii, and they have a saying that if you eat the kukui, you will go kukui. And they say that because the kukui nut actually has a really strong laxative effect. And the reason being is if you were to eat the kukui nut raw, it is actually poisonous. But if you were to cook the kukui nut, you will not have any problems. Alright, now if you were to burn the kukui nut, it will burn for about 2 minutes. Then you can take the soot from the kukui nut, mix it with other ingredients, and that is what would become tattoo ink. Alright, to the right, we have 4 replicas of Hawaiian houses, or hales. We use this area mainly as our education center, so we'll bring students here on field trips, teach them a little bit more about Hawaiian culture and history. boneyard? Do you really want to see the boneyard? Okay, well, welcome to the boneyard. So, we will not be getting off the bus in this location, but I will be stopping for a few minutes so you can get some pictures. If it's hard for you to get a picture from where you're seated, you can come up here, stand on the stairwell, take a picture out of the front door, but just make sure you don't get off of the bus. Okay, does anybody know what these bones are made out of? Yeah, styrofoam. So they're actually pretty light. A few months ago we had some strong winds that blew the skull all the way down to the road. So that's why he's a little bit more beat up out there than he is in this side. You'll also notice that in this side here, the skull has 4 teeth, but how many teeth does the one out there have? 3, and the reason being there used to be a jaw attached to the bottom of the skull. So the cows could fit underneath there and they would scratch their backs on the teeth. So they knocked out one of the teeth of the skull.